Carnival Cruise Line is making some changes to its fleet and itineraries. This includes new home ports and itinerary options for Norfolk, Virginia, Long Beach, California, and Baltimore, Maryland. We're also going to talk about unsupervised kids on a cruise ship and why people are upset about it, and some other things that are going on in the cruise world. So let's get right into it. Hello, my friend. My name is Delania, and today we're talking about Carnival's new itinerary and home port options. This is starting in October of 2027 through April 2028. We're talking about the Hawaii program. So Carnival Legend will be based seasonally in Long Beach, California, and this marks Carnival's first dedicated Hawaii cruise series. Now, the itinerary highlights include multiple destinations, so Honolulu, Maui, Kauai, Hilo, Kona, plus a stop in Ensenada, Mexico. Hawaii is definitely a bucket list cruise for me, and I've been to Ensenada, Mexico, actually. There will be 14-day Carnival journeys, sailings, and 10 of these Hawaii sailings are already open for booking, spanning October 2027 through March 2028. So if you want to get in on that, you can actually book now. Next one is going to be for the Carnival Pride. This is going to remain in Baltimore for its home. Now, the Carnival Pride will continue to operate year-round from Baltimore. The itineraries include a 7-day Bahama cruise. They have Celebration Key, Nassau, Relax Away, Half Moon Princess, 7-day Bermuda cruises, and extended 9, 10, and 14-day Carnival journeys to multiple Caribbean destinations. The next one is the Carnival Freedom. This one's going to be out of Norfolk, Virginia. This ship is going to reposition from Port Canaveral to Norfolk, Virginia in May of 2027. On arrival, the ship will begin offering a diverse program for Norfolk. Also, a 15-day Southern Caribbean journey, so Aruba, Curacao, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, Antigua, St. Martin, St. Thomas, a 6-day Bahama cruise, Celebration Key, Nassau, Bimini, 6-day Bermuda cruises with 2 days in Bermuda, 8-day Eastern Caribbean voyages, so Amber Cove, Relax Away, Half Moon Key, and Grand Turk. Also offering Canada cruises, and these will be 8-day cruises, Halifax, Sydney, St. John, or Charlottetown. This is going to be Carnival's first series of dedicated cruises to Hawaii. What do you think down below in the comments? Are you going to check out the new itineraries? If you're finding the information helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more. Let's keep on going. And other cruise information, the Celebrity XL has completed sea trials. We're testing maneuverability and operational systems near the shipyard in France. Also, the trials were overseen by Captain Kirk. His name is Cryokos. I just butchered that, so we're just gonna call him Captain Kirk. That's nice, that's easy, trustworthy. All right, so what is next for this one? So the inaugural sailings begin in November of 2025. Home port is going to be Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the first itineraries will be a 7-night cruises alternating between 2 general regions: Bahamas, Mexico, Cayman Islands, and number 2, Puerto Plata, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. Also, the MSC Seascape will debut in Galveston on November 9th, 2025. And this is going to be MSC's very first Texas home base. They're going to feature a lot of Texas theme-based activities like line dancing, country bands, and dueling pianos. Now, they're going to kick it off with weekly 7-night Western Caribbean sailings, and it's going to be out of the port in Galveston, the new Terminal 16. Yes, so a lot of changes going on. Also, the Disney Adventures was supposed to debut in December of 2025, but it is now delayed to March of 2026, and that's going to be their largest cruise ship. And the next topic is going to be about unsupervised kids. Someone on a Royal Caribbean ship was just concerned about kids that have been roaming around without parents. Besides leaving your kids at the kid club, there are kids that are roaming around. I have witnessed this myself. Me and my boyfriend got in the same elevator as one little boy alone, and he seemed to know exactly where he was going. He wasn't concerned. He was quiet. And at that moment, I had no idea what to do. I'm like, do we grab this kid and take him somewhere? I don't know. Like, the parents might be really angry with me, so we just let it go. Was that the right thing to do? Or would you take in the kid somewhere? I don't know. It's just that he was so small, and it seemed like he was going to the pool deck, but Why was he unsupervised? Why was he in the elevator by himself? You just don't let your kid roam around like that. There are a lot of crazy people that are on cruises as well, okay? They're everywhere. Cruise lines actually require children under 12 to be supervised at all times. So I don't know what people are doing when they're bringing their kids on a cruise. Are they just forgetting that they have kids? So here's a Reddit post that's going around. He went on Mariner of the Seas, and he said that a 3-year-old boy in the elevator pressing buttons to random floors while his mom stood by and did nothing. There were 3 kids, it looked like siblings, around 7 to 10 years old, wandering the ship alone. I've seen that before for sure. On some of the decks, the railings aren't as high as you may think, and a child that age might think it's okay to climb and get a better look, and that is so true. I mean, they're children and they should not be unsupervised. There's like a whole ocean right there, okay? An 8-year-old girl crying in the elevator, and another woman on the elevator told us as she found the girl crying alone that her dad apparently left the pool area and didn't tell her. So the girl was wandering around trying to find him, and the woman took her to guest services. I'm assuming she was eventually reunited with her dad, of course, but I mean, how stupid could you be? Just watch your children. So this post is making its rounds, and lots of people agree, even people with children, responsible parents, okay? They're like, why would you do this? He noticed all this on Mariner of the Seas, and he says that they had a great experience and that the staff goes above and beyond to make sure that you have a great cruise. But this was the one really annoying thing. And of course, it doesn't have to do with the cruise line. This could happen in any cruise line, okay? Just in general, if you're going on a cruise, watch your kids. Also, there's an Alaska storm that is forcing cruise ships to reroute and cancel ports. So what is going on? There's a low pressure system in the Gulf of Alaska bringing heavy winds, rain, and rough seas to southeast and south central Alaska. So the weather's affecting cruise ports like Anchorage, Whittier, Seward, Skagway, and Juneau, among others. And because of safety concerns, several cruise ships have altered their itineraries, canceled port calls, skip scenic cruising, or reroute. So here's some of these specific ships that are impacted: Sapphire Princess, Ruby Princess, Discovery Princess, Caribbean Princess, a Holland America ship, and the Viking Orion. So that really stinks if you're on any of those cruise ships, because an Alaskan cruise is like a bucket list thing for a lot of people. And if it's your first time doing that, you definitely had these things planned and in mind. But let's keep it real, because safety is the #1 priority as well, okay? Thank you so much for being here with me today. Stay tuned for more. If you missed the news on Carnival's new loyalty program changes, then check out the video that's coming up next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you there.